These are the tales and ramblings of two men, their dream of running a successful food truck business and life. We invite you along to join Josh and Skippy on this journey. This is Monday Morning Food Truck.
And we're back. Thank you for the Safe Light for sponsoring that pee break.
That's exactly what I want to do on their truck.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's the goal this week, is hopefully be out 3 to 4 days.
so you're going to be open Friday. It is the lentil season. Are you going to run a special?
Oh boy. The answer is probably no.
Okay.
We're going to it's our first sub of the year, rather large apartment complex. They came out the first time in droves for us. We sold out in like an hour and a half. So I'll probably cook a little bit more, but yeah, I don't expect not doing fish tacos.
Nice. Anything meatless outside of your sides.
I got pickles. For all my vegan customers, I've got pickles.
I know, but it surprised us last year about how much slower we were on those Fridays.
How many Fridays are we talking till Easter?
Till Easter.
That's like 2, 3.
What?
3? Oh, Easter's April.
40 days, dude. It's like 6.
Oh,
Like 4 more, I think. 5 more.
I got a lot of Fridays scheduled here.
Yeah. So for us, I'm just because I'm going to try to learn from history, and it might, completely screw us, but yeah, we're going to go to about a third of what we normally do for pork, and then add in the fish tacos, and we're going to try a crab or lobster mac and cheese. So we thought about trying to do a loaded mac with just more vegetables type of thing, like load it that way. But it's like, well, what else can you add to mac and cheese that's not weird?
True.
So it was like, well, we can do a protein, it just it has to be fish, seafood related. So start going down that. And I didn't want to do, because fish is too fishy type of thing. And
Fish is too fishy.
well, depending on the fish, yeah. Actually, I think salmon probably would be okay.
Salmon would probably be good. If you went to Sam's or Costco or whatever and just got one big fillet, cook the fillet or cook the side basically, and then cut it up into certain portion sizes.
Yeah,
you'd be good.
I'll smoke salmon, mac and cheese.
Because you could serve it cold.
Yeah, that's the way it would go.
Yeah, but then it's the smell to get out of your smoker is a problem.
Well,
salmon, I guess isn't that bad if you only once, but
it is.
Okay, so
but if you do it already, like a high quality already smoked salmon though.
Oh, so you're talking about getting one that's already cooked?
Yeah. If I were to do salmon, yeah, I wouldn't put salmon in that smoker. Hell's no.
See, I don't know. You can't find one that's already like a whole fillet or a whole side that's already cooked, can you?
Sure you can, yeah.
I can only find parts that are cut up already.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I will, when I go out this next couple of days, I will take a picture for you.
Gordon's?
Maybe. I've seen one recently. That I know. So it was either at Meijer or Costco. So I think we're gonna roll out fish tacos again this week for Friday, which were a pretty good special that we ran on and off through the summer last year. And then the mac and cheese, which I think will be a good hit. And back to that's something we can put a premium price tag on. Something like that. Thought about doing a whole lobster tail on there.
You could do a lobster roll.
That was something else I thought of too.
See, that's what I would love. I'd love to do a lobster roll.
You should.
being
should
from
run it as a
Massachusetts.
special. Run it as a special for the Friday.
Yeah.
And just do like just a super small batch of it. Enough for like 4 sandwiches. That way, if they don't sell,
Oh, my
That's
wife
enough
would just eat
able
it
to
up. So
yeah, that's enough for you to be when we did chicken salad during the winter, I had made up our summer batch of chicken salad that sells in 2 days. And I mean, we sold about half of it, but that left me with like 5 pounds of chicken salad that I ate for a week. So, you do a small batch of the lobster stuff just to see if it sells for Fridays as a Lent special.
well, do you guys have any lobster trucks around there or seafood trucks around there?
There is one, the Maine Lobster, which is a franchise now that was on the Food Network channel.
Yeah, Cousins.
Yeah.
So we've got Cousins. The cheapest thing on their menu is $25.
Yeah.
Then we've got another one called Kurt's Got Crabs. Love the name, right?
Pretty good.
But he does seafood dishes too. But whenever they come to whatever, any breweries that we ever go to, I mean, they kill it because there's just not that cuisine around other than you go to Bread Lobster or
Right.
some other high end, seafood restaurant.
Yeah. So I was at our Aldi yesterday and they had whole lobster tails. They were half pound lobster tails. Yeah, I think they were 8-ounce tails whole for like $10. It's like, that'd be pretty cool to set that on top of mac and cheese but
just douse it in butter.
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with this whole mac and cheese and seafood is like, do I still put barbecue sauce on top of it?
Well, I just Googled barbecue lobster rolls. Are you familiar with All Things Barbecue?
Yes.
The guys over there, they're out of Kansas City. Chef Tom. I'd love to get him on the show, but I learned a lot of competition stuff from them, but they also just do a lot of different recipes. And they have it's like atbbq.com for, any type of recipe you want. And I'll give a shout out to those guys because they do a great job. But they actually did grilled lobster rolls. They did them with like 2 2-pound whole lobsters. I'm like, I'm not into killing the whole lobster thing. I'll grab the lobster tails.
You don't want to hear them scream when they hit the water, or let them crawl around in your smoker for a couple minutes?
No, not really.
Huh.
Is imitation crab really crab?
No,
definitely not.
But it's still not bad. I mean,
chicken of the sea.
you put enough. I think you put enough butter on it and maybe some other things. And
hey, you can bring your panini press and do a tuna melt.
No. No. I tell you what.
You're gonna get asked by it. You're gonna get asked for it one day.
We haven't been asked. Not once yet has someone tried to order a panini since we stopped them. Versus our bigger issue is people getting it through that we only have pork in our limited menu. So yeah.
You should try those
orders for briskets and things.
You should try those smoked burgers.
I don't want to do burgers.
They don't take long.
I know, but I'm not a burger truck.
You're not just a pork truck either. And you weren't a panini truck either.
You're right.
So seems like you're going all over.
I'm a barbecue truck. And I was a panini truck in winter.
Firewise does barbecue burgers.
Good for them.
Mm-hmm.
What makes it barbecue?
They smoked it.
Okay. Good job.
That's what it is.
Good job, Skippy.
Oh, I see a recipe for lobster mac and cheese.
Well, that's what I kind of looked up to see if I was like, I wonder if maybe these have like yeah, topping this is going to be interesting. Like, I'm not sure. I
just don't know how to hold lobster though.
I would what I'm thinking, I can't wait for this episode to drop. the Monday after I run this for the first time. What I'm thinking is in a kind of in a pan of brothy butter mixture, maybe
Yeah, that would.
like a seafood broth / butter combo. Just to keep it super moist. Just kind of like when I'm holding shredded chicken, I use a little bit of chicken broth in there just to help keep it from drying out. And fish and seafood is one of those things that will, I mean, dry out easily on heat. So, yeah, I think that's the way we'll do it. I mean, really, even I mean, you could do that as a cold topping on top of the mac and cheese, and I think it would be okay. It would definitely be better hot in that. So yeah, that's how we'll do it. I want to avoid having to bring it like a saute pan on board to do that kind of stuff, to where we're doing those to order type of thing.
You could do a lobster bisque.
Oh, there's a Seinfeld reference there.
So
we went on a date. We went to the restaurant. I had the lobster bisque. We went back to his place. Yada yada yada. You yada yada over the best part. I mentioned the bisque.
So lobster tails at Sam's Club.
Yep.
Are $19.98 a pound.
Are they pre-cooked?
No.
Okay.
And then there's supposedly a couple different ones. So one's at $19.98 a pound. That one's a cold water lobster tails frozen 6-count price per pound. Final price may vary. Or a warm water lobster tails are $24.98 a pound. You get 3 of them.
Now, off my extensive crustacean fishing knowledge, based entirely on The Deadliest Catch.
Who don't catch lobsters?
Well, no, but it's got to be the same for crab. Don't you want colder water?
I listen. I couldn't tell you.
On the eastern coast, where do you go for lobster?
Maine.
Yeah, you don't go to Florida.
No, or Bahamas or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, it's.
But why is warm lobster more expensive? I don't know.
Because there's fewer of them. Supply and demand.
Could be.
I don't know. I don't know.
Your guess is as good as mine, bud.
Huh. Well, geez, I mean, we got all kinds of things to ponder now.
Ugh. Now I'm worried about lobster rolls.
I think you should try it, do it. Because it's something you can do ahead of time. You can make it. Well, no, I guess not.
Problem is that they sell out. I let's say I buy a whole pack of lobsters, right?
Okay.
Lobster tails.
Yep.
So let's say I spend what was the app said it was like what, $50 a lobster tails or something like that.
Okay.
Call it $40 in cold water lobster tails.
Okay.
That gives me supposedly like 5. So they're what?
5 tails, but you're going to do a whole tail per roll.
I mean, no.
How many pounds of lobster is that?
It does not.
Roughly.
Well, if there's 6 and it's $20 a pound, 3 would be 18. Half. Third.
You're probably at least a couple pounds, right? A couple pounds of lobster per bag or whatever it is. 6 tails is probably a couple pounds, we'll say.
We'll go with it.
So you're 4 sandwiches.
Well, I mean, yeah.
If you do a quarter pound of, so you're at $10 in just crab. I mean, you're talking a $30 sandwich.
I mean, yeah.
And then you're at the point where, okay, is this something somebody would buy?
Well, so
Or,
in
or do
Columbus,
you do
Ohio,
a imitation lobster roll, crab roll, seafood, something or other?
in Central Ohio, or I think it's probably in Columbus, there is the Naughty Lobster with an AH at the end
Lobster.
food truck.
Yep.
They were formerly Wicked Lobster, but they were sued for the name. Poor fellas. They've got 52,000 followers.
That's a lot.
Their truck is awesome looking, but they actually go all over. They go to, up here too. So, I was trying to find their menu. Oh, it actually just doesn't show it. Anyway, so yeah, they're very popular, and like I said, they're one of the same ones that has 8 things on their menu, and they're only $25. I think they have a chicken quesadilla that's like $15.
Yeah.
But their lobster rolls are just absolutely mind-blowing. They look awesome.
I would say like a seafood salad. I would do something cold, do a seafood salad, something you could buy in a smaller amount to where you can make
You can get a seafood salad at a local deli.
I know, but you could make one.
True.
Pretty, I mean, relatively cheaper, and then do it in like my wraps, like I do like my chicken salad wrap.
Yeah.
Do it in a tortilla, roll it up as a little handheld. That way you're going in with a little bit less cost. You can offer it at a better price point for an apartment complex.
Yeah.
And then you're still offering something for Lent. Curious if, I mean, all of our other trucks out there that listen, what do you guys do for Lent season, or do you do anything at all and just let it roll with what you have on your meaty menu, and you offer mac and cheese or whatever as your sides as your vegan meat-free options? So curious what everybody else does, or if, I mean, maybe you don't even see a drop in sales on those Fridays. I guess another option would be like a fancy salad. Like you get a family of 4 that come up, and there's one person that is really observing Lent in that way. You offer a salad for just Fridays. You do with the strawberries and walnuts, and you make it a nice salad.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Something, if you have to throw it away, it's not the end of the world.
What about doing shrimp?
Shrimp's a good one. I mean, what are you going to do with it? You're just going to offer like a six skewer shrimp cocktail, like a shrimp.
Yeah, but shrimp almost has to be grilled and then smoked.
I was trying to figure out a way to work in cocktail and barbecue, and the best I got was cockatoo, and that didn't sound right.
Barbatail. So going back to the Naughty Lobster,
Shrimp tail.
I found their menu. They got some great names. I'm sorry. The hot ass roll. It's like warm lobster with wicked pissa mayo. It's an East Coast thing. Like,
yeah.
When you said it was like really, really good, it's wicked pissa. Anyway, sorry. That just made my gloomy day less gloomy.
Well, an East Coast themed truck, you should have one.
That'll be my next thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all this is warm lobster. They don't have anything cold. So wonder how.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who knows? I don't know how it's gonna go. It could go good, it could go bad. We have a couple people that are looking forward to it, so we'll sell at least 2.
What? It's always a step. Yeah, it's always a step.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll do limited supplies of those and the mac and cheese and the pork, and I mean, we're only open for 2.5 hours, so we won't have anything in super high quantity.
You doing it this week, this Friday?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, piece of cake. No problem at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's move on. That was a fun little segue. I have more stuff in the book. I know we're getting a little bit towards where we normally cut off for the day, but we can go a little bit longer. You mentioned booking headaches. Are you getting any more catering bookings, or you still seem pretty tapered off right now?
Smalls. Like I just got one that was like a $700 for a little event that I just got to drop off.
Yeah.
Just because they didn't have a $15 per person price, but they had a $7 per person price. So I just told them what to order and be easy peasy drop off.
Remind me something about that in a second.
Yeah, it's also a Sunday too, which is good.
I like Sunday catering stuff because that's
yeah. Let's well, I got something. Well, we can talk about it next week.
Are you gonna remember next week?
Well, so in that Michigan food trucks and catering group,
yeah,
somebody brought up, and I think you commented on it too. So I was going to bring it up and see if we can get other people to comment on it. There was a nice lady posted about basically seeing. I'll read it. Actually, I just found it. I see tons of offers from food trucks when people are hosting a wedding or a graduation party. 30 plus offers on some. Then I look at hosts for food truck rallies. I think it was spelled wrong. Craft shows, fairs, and markets with none. I get parties are guaranteed money, but you're missing out on yearly repeat business for a one-time event. Event hosts can't wait till last minute to scramble and promote a truck. Parties don't need to promote. Patrons come to events for food trucks. Don't let the general public down for private events. I get some permits are ridiculous. Find the ones that aren't. Sincerely, a struggling host. And there is 87 comments on this one post, and it was like 2 days ago. And basically everybody's just telling her that majority of the people will take guaranteed money over hopes and dreams.
Yeah, if I have two things coming at the same time, yeah. Like there's I
mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can't. Can you bypass guaranteed money? Yeah, maybe if you already have something booked and you don't want to have that reputation of a truck that, cancels because they got something else better.
And we are definitely in that camp where once we're booked, we're booked. Once we have an agreement with either a private party, or business lunch, or even for the most part, our weekly locations. Outside of a couple where we have kind of a standing understanding that we'll give them 2 weeks notice type of thing if something were to come up. But as far as events go, yeah, two things come in at the same time. I'm going to take a wedding typically over a festival or a car show or something like that.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a 50-person wedding where, I'm going to take where I think I can make the most money at the time. All other things considered equal, and they come in at the same time. That's how I'm going to pick.
Yeah.
Now that we've been rolling for a few years, and we've done the Granville Vintage Fest 2 years in a row, and it's only gotten busier for us, and that's with twice as many food trucks this year as there was the first year. We were still busier. That's something that I immediately put on the calendar for this year.
Yeah.
Because there's a track record.
Yep.
It was a really good day.
Yeah, well, for sure.
Outside of rain the second day and they canceled on us last second, but whatever. We still had a decent day because the community kind of rallied still. But yeah, so events that we've been at, like festivals and stuff that are proven to be money makers for us, yeah, they're going to get put on the calendar right away, and we'll turn down other stuff. Sometimes potentially a better opportunity.
Yeah.
Because of it, but I don't want to get missed the next year either for that. I don't want to be replaced like the guy that had a heart attack and you replaced him, but then they let him back in.
Right.
I don't want that to be kind of the situation. So we have 4, I think right now, 4 festivals that will get put on the schedule every year.
What's interesting too is the nice lady who's doing this. Her event is in the bustling city of Yale, which
I looked that one up. All those freaking events that are getting posted on there. I looked up every one of those cities, and every one is.
They're all East Side. But I mean, this one by East Side is like by like northwest of Port Huron.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in a market that just doesn't have people, and it's like, so one of the questions I asked her was, okay, the trucks that you had last year, are they coming back? And all she said was yes. And it's like, okay, who are they? Can we talk to them? They're doing a food truck rally, like it looks like every Wednesday and every Sunday or something like that. And I'm like, that's a lot of like, people can't commit to that many, I don't think. Especially this, I'm going to say probably late in the booking year, because it seems like for me, it's late. I would call it late. But it's just like there's no
how you book your stuff too. So for me, I book lunches first. I have a lot of evenings still available that we're working through right now with subdivisions and everything. So, I mean, for me to say every Wednesday evening, I could probably do most of those for the right location, So but we are getting to that point of the year where a lot of people are booked or are very actively booking currently. So, ouch, damn it. So yeah, it's I understand the frustration, and it's kind of just the nature of the beast. And we'll make another parallel to barbecue competitions. And I mean, those organizers have the same issues.
Yeah.
Everybody waits to see what else comes up because they want to get the best bang for their buck, essentially. And we're going to take, 100% guaranteed money is guaranteed money. When there's days that we lose money, to have the opportunity to know that you're going to make money and have an easier day.
Yeah. I mean, majority of the time it's definitely easier for sure.
Yeah. I mean, you can run less staff for those of us that have to pull staff on for events and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get by with less staff. Exactly how you're going to have zero waste on the day.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about rain. You don't have to worry about 1,000 other things for that day. 100% event over festival, all things considered equal. Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and that puts them at an awful position. And the biggest reason why I want a second truck is to be able to fill in those spots, and we get it every year, that people are like, I had a truck back out on me. Is anybody available tomorrow?
Yeah.
And it's like, geez, I wish I could, because it looks like a great event that you got screwed on. So yeah, I mean, that's for us, the second trailer is a festival driven trailer, and then we can roll it out when something like that pops up, throughout the week. Yeah. Can't wait for it.
Yeah, it's booking this year has been different than last year. Last year I was just trying to find everywhere to go that I possibly could to get the name out. This year I was trying to be as selective as possible, and it's I still think I took too many things ahead of time. Like when you say you booked all your lunches, I don't never even thought about booking lunches.
Yeah.
Like I've got evenings booked, but I still have full weeks. Like March, I mean, I'll go to places that I know I can set up at.
Yeah.
Which hurts me because because I might not be there every single Tuesday or every single Thursday or something like that. I don't have that set schedule that you do.
Yeah, and that's more what I mean, our schedule is set. It's not like I'm booking events for lunches all those days. But yeah, we have set locations for all those days, and I think we finally got
What?
I just knocked on wood when I said I think we finally got it figured out. Dog's barking like there's someone at the front door. He was sitting under the table that I just knocked on, and he ran to the door.
Well, my dog hears some wind whining, and she's huddled behind me.
Oh. So yeah, I think we finally got it to the point, at least for lunches, where I think it's a good rotation. We still have a couple spots here and there available, but I have businesses and places that I know we can go to right now.
Yeah.
We didn't even contact yet. Because we were so focused on our best selling places right now, and we loaded up with those. And maybe we're going to oversaturate a couple spots. I don't know. We'll find out. But hopefully right now it's a good rotation of lunches. But yeah, I mean, my dinners right now, we're going to fill in with subdivisions, and hopefully we can get into some good evening bar spots. We're waitlisted so hard right now on so many places.
Did you check out the Home Depot yet?
Nope, I haven't. Because for me, I don't see it as a hot evening location. You know, for me, it feels more like a daytime location. Like it'd be a really good weekend day location.
Saturday.
Yeah, like a Saturday or Sunday when people are out doing home improvement stuff, to where I think it would be super slow in the evening for the most part. And right now, that's kind of where I need to fill in.
Yeah.
So as we go on,
are you going to travel more this year?
No, I don't think so. We're staying pretty well inside of our footprint.
What's your distance time wise? Are you like an hour out? Is the farthest you'll go?
Once a week.
Yeah, Casapolis.
Yeah, Nuego's a once a week, and that's about an hour for me. Casapolis is a once a month at an hour and a half.
Damn, Dad doesn't want you back more than a month.
I don't want to go back more than once a month. It's an okay day for us. It is not a blow the doors off day for us.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, we get so many requests from people down in Casapolis to do different things down there, to set up at other businesses and stuff. I'm like, I don't think people realize where we come from.
Yeah, I know.
And the amount that we need to do to make it a good day. If there was a subdivision down there that said, hey, we've seen you set up, can you come to the subdivision for the night? I'd be in. Or something in between. We've been constantly looking for a good place to set up on our way back towards Grand Rapids, to do a few hours in the evening to see if we can't double dip on it. We can't do it all the way back in Grand Rapids just because it takes us so long to get back that we wouldn't be able to get set up until 5 o'clock or so, you know?
Really?
It's an hour and a half. So we close up at 2. We pull out of there about 2:30. We're back to Grand Rapids by 4.
Yeah.
You know, it's just it's such a process that we get open by 5 somewhere. And that's on the south side of Grand Rapids. So yeah, I mean, it'd be great to get, if we could find somewhere, a subdivision or something like that. And we've talked to a couple people that work there and stuff. Unfortunately, they all live in small subdivisions in small towns where there's like 30 homes. You're like, well, if you can guarantee all 30 homes are going to come out and buy food, we'll do it. But you know, that's not feasible or a possibility. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of where we're at right now. Our bookings have started, catering stuff has started to slow down. We're right about 38K, I think, for the year so far, which is way ahead of where we were last year. I think we were about 25K by the time we opened for the year.
Yeah, I'm not.
We filled in other stuff. I mean, like stuff always pops up that we do small catering jobs for. So throughout the year, so which was about another 25K last year. So I think we'll be above where we were last year.
That's good.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have that much done. We just had another school fundraiser that we're giving them a bit of a discount on for pork. So they want pork and chicken sandwich meals. So 2 sides, and then we're providing them with buns and pork and chicken for 600 people, which would normally be, and it's a fundraiser. So they're doing like a silent auction, and then they're providing the meals. Like they're paying for all the meals for the people that come. So they're eating the cost on that. So I was like, I said, well, normally we'd be about $11 a person. I said, we'll get down to about 8 for you. Which we're still making money. They're happy. But yeah, we just booked that one, which is awesome.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that was a big one. And remind me, I want to talk to you more about that one after we're off the air. So, because I think I did something. I did something that I'm not positive I should have done.
Oh, Jesus.
But anyways, I had some stuff from the Food Truck 101 book, but we're getting a little long in the tooth here today. So we can save that for next week. I think more good starting out stuff for people, people that are buying used trailers, kind of what to look for. Yeah, and then that was a big one, like a walkthrough of what to look for when you enter the trailer, under the trailer, because I know we have people that are brand new, just starting out, looking to buy their first trailer, new or used. And then Skippy, I know you don't yet. You don't have any sort of process manual yet, right? Like a closing checklist, opening checklist.
No, we're working on it. I should have, my goal is to have one for this year.
Okay.
I just haven't finished it yet.
That is something every year I think I need to do that. I need to do that. I need a set book that I can hand someone like Nate, like, here's what we do every day. Yeah. And I just haven't gotten there yet. And it's definitely something I'm going to try to get done before we go open full time this year, but that's only another we're 2 weeks away. So 2 weeks away from full-time menu.
A week, a couple days away from full-time menu.
Good for you.
Hopefully.
Have you been out pricing stuff then? You got orders going? And
yeah, it's stayed pretty close.
You seen the same thing I am, where we're starting to have a correction back down to normal on some stuff, disposable stuff at least?
I haven't even looked at that, to be honest with you.
I've seen eggs now for $3 a dozen. So
yeah, I saw $3 a dozen
back down.
But if chicken's so cheap, why are eggs so expensive?
Because it costs more to do eggs than it does to do chicken. You have to take better care of chickens if they're laying eggs than you do if you're just sending them to butcher. So it costs more.
I'll give it to you.
There's my very educated opinion on the poultry business.
Yeah, I'll give it to you for sure.
That makes sense, right?
Right?
Yeah. That's it. So how many roosters does it take
to screw in a light bulb? No idea.
Well, I don't even know how eggs happen. So, because you still need a rooster, right? You gotta.
Well, that's the white part of the yolk is the rooster's contribution. You'll never look at an egg the same way again.
That's my favorite part. Does
so if you're not subscribing,
does the rooster and a hen have to get together in order for an egg to be laid?
If that's the case, there's a lot of chickens that are just getting after it. I do not know the mating of a chicken. I'm sorry.
All right. If anybody can help us out here, I'm curious. Because if you have,
I'm not Googling
it. Either way. If you have chickens at your house, you have to have a rooster, right?
I thought the rooster is more for safety.
Well, then. Shit. God, I feel dumb all of a sudden.
I wasn't part of 4-H.
Where do baby chickens come from? All right, so yeah, if someone can help us out with that, do hens lay eggs without a rooster? I don't think so. I think you still have to fertilize the egg. I don't know. Okay, if anybody can help us out with that, that'd be great. Skippy, you got anything else today?
No, sir. Let's go home.
I'm here. Done.
Go home means let's wrap it up.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you everybody for listening and watching. It's been a episode, whatever we're on, 33, I think, 2, something like that. I saw some of you guys put some questions on Facebook. Keep those coming, even if we have already done a live Q&A episode or a Q&A episode. Keep them coming because we can do more of those if we have a good turnout. So thanks you all for listening and watching. Follow, subscribe to all our places and all the things on all of the platforms. And love you, Skippy. Have a wonderful week. Good luck with all your running around and fixing your windshield.
Thanks for bringing it down.
Did you just fist bump me?
I did.
Awesome. Peace out, everybody.